If anyone ever wondered, my whole glove compartment box is just full of Tootsie Rolls. Has anyone ever thought that people aren't crazy? They're just really cold when they climb into the oven because like the oven feels warm. I just want to crawl in there, but I know that's frowned upon in almost all 50 states and probably a few other countries. Okay, so I managed to get dressed, get out of the house. I'm 15 minutes late, so I don't know. I'm so nervous. I'm always so nervous for these kind of things or any lesson that someone doesn't know me because I'm so worried. I'm gonna show up to my lesson, show up to my ride, and they're gonna take one look at me and be like, you don't belong at this level. Why would you ever say that you're trying to ride at this level? And that they're just gonna either completely ignore me the entire lesson because it's not worth their time to teach me, or just tell me like bump down to a different level in the lessons, which is not necessarily always a bad thing, because what if I really don't belong at that level? What if they really honest to God don't think I belong at that level and it turns out I don't? What then? And I have not corrected my god-awful clipping job on poor Trin, which means I'm gonna show up with a horse that's badly clipped, that is probably gonna be tense, and then I'm gonna be nervous and even tighter on her, and it's just a whole ordeal. So I'll see you guys after.
I want it that way. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that way.
Focus on my face. Thank you. So apparently the camera just wants to focus on the steering wheel rather than me. I am freezing cold, if anyone was concerned. I don't know why I wore a t-shirt in my lesson because that was freezing ass cold. First off, Eric, an amazing clinician, amazing instructor. He's so much fun to work with. I am just kind of frustrated. For some reason, Trin was really shaking her head today way more than she has in the past and she's done at all recently. Like, she was really insistent. Every time we came to a halt, she would just start shaking her head. I don't know why I always demonstrate how she shakes her head. You've seen the video. She just shakes her head. What is that noise? When we came to the conclusion that she might potentially have ulcers, which isn't out of the realm of possibilities. I mean, considering the fact that I drove from Arizona to North Carolina, that's really stressful on a horse. And that's when they can start getting ulcers, and when they're in work, they're always at risk for getting ulcers. And I've never treated her for ulcers, so why not treat her for ulcers and just see if anything improves, see if anything picks up from there. That's what I'm thinking, and that's what he said. I forgot where I was. Well, story of my life. I'm always forgetting where I was. Well, what am I doing with my life? Actually, that's a conversation for another time. Ooh, dog! Anyways, in our lesson, we really just worked on establishing a connection between my seat, my elbows and hands, and the bit, and that also connecting her back to the front. And it was really good to just focus once again on the fact that you should have lighter pressure than you already have in your hands. And I don't carry that much pressure in my hands already, but what I think is light pressure, he says it should be even lighter than that. It should be barely touching. My horse, she is very sensitive, which means I honestly just sit there with barely any contact, any pressure on the bit, and she feels it. She knows it's there. She might be ignoring me, so I just sit there and let her keep feeling it, kind of wiggle the bit around, not seesawing by any means, but just kind of wiggling it, reestablishing like, hey, here I am, listen to me. It took her probably 5 minutes until she relaxed into it because she was really distracted by the tent set up on the end of the arena and other horses and trailers. Whose dog is that? And then we started doing lateral work, and I know lateral works for my horse. I know it loosens her up. I just haven't been doing it. I just haven't been utilizing it, which is so frustrating and annoying because you have a clinician and a lesson instructor come to you and tell you advice, and they're all simple things. They're all freaking simple, and I feel as though I could have figured them out on my own. I just didn't, and it's just the most annoying thing ever because I'm left sitting here going, why didn't I figure this out? I guess that's why we pay them, to remind us that it's not a complicated fix. Like us as riders, we make it way too complicated for our horses. We just need to simplify it, make it easier, and then they can do what they're supposed to be doing, you know? I feel like these talking portions of videos are always super boring, and I don't want to do too much unless people actually want to hear, because people get so bored, and I feel like I should make my talking portions under a minute, and then they do not, because currently I'm at 5 minutes and 41 seconds recording, and I can guarantee you majority of that will be cut out, and there's a lot of me getting distracted by some random dog. I'll give you guys more information on tomorrow's vlog. See you guys tomorrow.